that contains 3 oxygen atoms. You probably didn't understand a word I said. However, these oxygen molecules are called the ozone layer, which we all know about. The ozone layer forms a big layer around our planet Earth. You may wonder, why is this layer so important? This layer absorbs ultraviolet radiation that is very harmful for us and for our planet Earth. But the production of human-made chemicals, like CFCs, that are some chemicals, increased loss. Of course, this was not good. CFCs began breaking oxygen molecules in space. In other words, the ozone layer was being attacked. CFCs have thinned and depleted the ozone layer. Why didn't they stop producing them before causing that much damage? Well, people around the 80s were not aware of the damage those gases could cause to the planet Earth, which would also harm the ozone layer. CFCs were some kind of sprays. They were developed as ideal gases used for refrigerators. Actually, they had some special characteristics, like inflammability and non-toxicity to humans. CFCs were produced in a massive way all around the world, but primarily in developed countries, mainly in the 1980s. After a long time, some governments discovered that the ozone layer had a big hole. Can you imagine that the hole was the size of the continental United States? Can you imagine how big it was? You know, scientists also said that humanity was on track to completely destroy the ozone layer by 2050. And without the ozone layer, ecosystems would collapse, cancer rates would skyrocket, and life as we know it would also get to an end. Fortunately, as people discovered the damage they were doing to the ozone layer, they started taking action. And the ozone layer is slowly healing, but it will need to pass a long time before it fully recovers. As the society nowadays is, new things are being discovered and created every day. They are supposed to be beneficial for us, as to help us have an easier life with fewer problems. As they make things easier for us, they sometimes don't think about the problems they could cause to our planet Earth. Just like cars. Cars were made for humans to travel in the easiest, fastest, and less tiring way for humans to go from any place to a certain destiny. But as you already know, cars use fuel so they can work. And when you use your car, fuel burns. Burning gasoline or diesel fuel creates very harmful byproducts like nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons. But they don't only produce that. Vehicles also emit carbon dioxide, the most common greenhouse gas. This is very harmful to our planet. But cars were primarily done for beneficial purposes, just as many other inventions that humans have created. You know, I can keep talking all day long about human-made inventions that are harmful for the environment. But let's not make this that long and finally talk about something mostly related to cars. Let's talk about airplanes. Airplanes, as you may know, are as helpful as cars to humans, or even more than cars. This human-made invention has been key for human development because you can travel a big amount of distance in a very short amount of time. Therefore, it is way faster to travel in planes than in cars. It is easier to send things via plane, and you can also travel to different continents, things that you cannot do by traveling in a car. But as well, it has compromised the environment in an immeasurable way. The damage
When
that
we think of solutions
to the environment is gigantic. The main contaminant thing from airplanes is that they burn fossil fuel, which releases similar substances as cars. But they don't only release a small amount of these substances. Approximately, an airplane burns 1 gallon of fossil fuel per second. Can you imagine how many carbon dioxide emissions it releases? If just one airplane burns 1 gallon per second, imagine all airplanes flying around the world, all the airplanes that fly in a day. And do you know that those airplanes don't fly just for a few minutes? They fly for hours. I mean, just think about it. All the contamination done by airplanes, all the damage that we are doing to the environment, just to make our lives easier. Airplanes, cars, CFCs are just some of thousands of inventions that humans have created that are harmful for the environment. But at what cost? Our planet is dying because of them. Imagine our future generation. How will Earth be? How deteriorated will our planet be by those times? Let's not go too far. In 100 years, how will air quality be? Will humans still be able to live on this planet? Just because of all our inventions, supposedly to be beneficial for us. Okay, they are, but what about Earth? What about future on Earth? We don't know. We're not certain about how Earth may be by those times. We have to be conscious that not every invention done by human beings is good. Thank you.